What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Chins and Giggles, your favorite podcast. Episode 111, guys. I love that for us.
I love that number.
I know when we heard her mention it's episode 111, I was like, I love that because 1111 is literally your thing. Like it's your
so
angel numbers.
significant to me. So I thought it was super, super cute.
You guys, we have a fun episode for you guys today. We're discussing so many topics. So I guess we could start off like this week is actually so crazy, and like there was like a huge turn that we haven't even like discussed. So
yeah.
That is just so crazy within itself. But I guess we'll start off like on a lighter note.
With you, girl.
We'll start off on a lighter note. My gender reveal just passed by. So I am officially a girl mom, you guys. Which is so funny because I'm actually, I have my matcha in this cup right now. And it says, in my girl mom era. Somebody gifted this to me at the pop-up last weekend before I even did my gender reveal. So I just thought it was funny. When I saw it, I was like, in my girl mom era. I was like, okay, period, the confidence. And then literally like, and it is a girl, which is just so crazy. And I'm like,
it's just so amazing.
But
like,
it's so crazy, Mara, because I feel like it settled so fast.
Yeah.
Like by the next morning, I was like, oh my God, yeah, we're having a girl. Like it's crazy. And Mia is thriving. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the love. And, you know, we're just so excited. And Mia, she's, you know, I feel like Mia, like this whole time, she's just been so confident about it. So she's the same now. She's like, sister. Like, she just, you know, it's confirmed now.
It's always so emotional when you find out because you actually finally attach yourself to what it is.
Exactly. Know? And I was like, oh my gosh, I just cannot believe, guys, how long it took me to find out because I'm legitimately already 7 months pregnant.
Wow.
So it's just crazy that it took me that long to finally do the freaking reveal.
What do you feel like was holding you back?
You know what it is, Mara? I think that because since it's like the second baby, it just flies by like this.
Yeah.
And you think you have all the time because you're like, it's 9 months, you know?
Yeah.
And before you know it, like May just got really busy because I feel like I announced later in general. I was already like 5 months pregnant when I announced. So I announced later, and then I just kept pushing it off just because it was such a busy month in May. Before I knew it, I was like, oh my gosh, I just need to get this done. Like, we just need to find out already. But we're just so glad that we finally know. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm actually like glad that I don't have to buy a new crib because that was like one of the main things. I was like, I wasn't sure if I needed to, you know, start shopping around. And I mean, I've screwed up too, though, because I donated like all of Mia's like newborn clothes.
Oh my goodness.
I don't really have any newborn clothes anymore. And it's because, again, I wasn't trying at all. So like I had gotten rid of so much, Maria. Like,
did you save any special outfits?
Yeah, like the special outfits, the ones that I like look back on and remember from certain things. You know, like there's always those outfits that they just always remind you of them in that era. But I did not save much. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have never cleansed her closet like that because I really was confident that, you know, I wasn't going to have a kid in a while. So I got rid of so much stuff. But luckily, like I still have the crib because Mia actually has it right now as her toddler bed. So I actually want to get Mia like one of those like little princess
that's
beds.
So cute.
I showed her one on Amazon the other day and she was like, oh my gosh, she really wants her little princess bed. So then we'll use that crib. But it's just crazy. Like actually having confirmation and like knowing what the baby is now. It's just insane.
And it's fair to say that everybody was shocked because everybody was like, thought you were having a boy. It just comes to show that everybody carries differently, you know?
No, literally like everybody showed up.
Every pregnancy is different. I'm sorry.
No, every pregnancy is super different. Yeah. Because I mean, if you ask me if this pregnancy's been different, 100%. And like everything was pointing towards, you know, boy because, you know, which is crazy. Oh my gosh, should we tell them about how Ugo, what happened with, oh my God. Okay, so this is crazy, guys. So, you know, my gender reveal happened. We're so excited and just thank you guys so much for all the kind
and
words.
Also we are super, super happy for them. I know like I was very about like, she's having a boy. And it was just truly because like I told Karina this like behind cameras. I'm like, it's not that I want you to have a boy. I'm like, yes, iconic if you get your dual. But I think because you were just carrying like a boy, we are so happy for a baby girl.
I get it, Mara.
We cannot wait to meet you.
like that's just how it is, you know, and that's very natural. Like when
It's always
somebody
fun
has,
guessing.
when somebody has a girl, you know, you're rooting for them to have their boy. When someone has a boy, you're rooting for them to have their girl. That's literally how it is. It's not that you're thinking like, oh, like I want you to have this. No, it's just that, you know, for like, you know, ideally when you have kids, you just want like your pair or whatever, you know, but nonetheless, we're super happy. And I told Raul, I was like, you know, and it's crazy because that's so real though, because like I do feel like I'm like, if it would have been a boy, would I have been done? Like low key, because that's just real, right? A lot of times you think you're like, oh, if I have my
honest.
A lot of times when you have your kids, you think you're like, okay, like
Your parent.
get your parent, and you're like, I'm done. And it's so funny because I'm like, wait, does that mean that I might have more kids? Because I'm gonna want like the best of both worlds. Like I don't know, you know. And I was talking to Raul about it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like not us having a third kid, bitch.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
So we're thinking, okay, it's just too early. Listen, y'all. When I had Mia at one point, I was like, are we done? Just because like, you know, they get difficult. So there is a chance that when I have my two daughters and, you know, they're all like grown up into like she's a toddler too already, I'm probably gonna be like, I'm done.
And that's okay too.
And it's also okay to just be happy with
what God blessed you with.
Yes, it's okay to also be happy with what God blessed you with. And you know what? Like they're blessings. And do I need to have, you know, a bunch until I get the other? I don't know if I want to do that. Like
all we want is a healthy baby.
They're hard. Like kids are hard, you know? So it just depends. But of course, am I going to be tempted in a few years to maybe have a third? Maybe. Because I know Raul really wants his boy too, you know? So it's, but nonetheless, we're so excited. But let me tell you guys a story because it's freaking crazy.
So y'all know in the last, it had to be the last episode, right? A couple episodes ago, we told you guys how my brother and his girlfriend are expecting.
Yes.
Right?
My little, not Luis, by the way. This is our
brother
Ugo. Brother Ugo, yeah.
Yeah. So she found out she was having a girl. I want to say she had to find out like at maybe 20 weeks. It had to be at her anatomy scan.
At her anatomy scan, she found out she was having a girl.
This just makes
4 or 5 months or
story
so.
crazy. So this entire time, you know, this baby girl already has a name. She has all this clothes. I mean, she's due next month, right?
She's literally due next month. She's 8 months pregnant, you guys. So
yeah, the entire time we think it's a girl. Literally, she already has a name.
The baby already, like, people already shot for this baby and everything.
At this point, she's probably had multiple ultrasounds.
Yes.
So a couple of days ago, she gives Karina a call, and me and Karina are in the same car. We're literally riding together, and Karina's like, "Oh, she called me." But for whatever reason, you couldn't pick up.
I was doing my makeup. I was like rushing, so I was like, oh my gosh. And then she called you.
She calls me, and obviously then I'm concerned. I'm like, well, she already called Karina. Like, let me pick up. And she's like, hey girl, you know.
She was like, guess what?
And she's like, guess what? And I'm not even kidding, Karina, when she said guess, because she was a FaceTime. I thought she was gonna show us a baby or something.
I did too. I was like, oh my god, did the baby come early?
Did the baby come early? And they didn't like tell us or something? I don't know. She was already home too.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, does she have the baby? Like, and she's already home? Like, I was so confused. And she was like, she just faced her phone to her, cause she had got blood work. She just shows, it says, it's a boy. That's literally what it says. It's a boy.
She's had, my brother and his girlfriend, they're having a boy. And it's so crazy, guys, because like she was told girl, and this wasn't like an early ultrasound that she was told girl at. Like she was already like, I think this was at her anatomy scan. She was already like 4 to 5 months. Yes. And I remember I saw her ultrasound and I was like, oh yeah, it looked like a girl. Mm-hmm. And lo and behold, at 8 months pregnant, she finds out literally already a month before she's due.
Like everything girl.
Yes. The baby already had a name and everything. We were all already envisioning our niece.
Yes.
And then lo and behold, literally a freaking month before she gives birth, she's told it's actually a boy.
Because she got blood work.
Okay,
Look, okay, I don't know how... I want to say even early stages, you do get blood work. I don't know if I'm like, I don't know.
They don't
every
always,
pregnancy.
You don't always do the blood work.
You don't always probably get blood work, right? Who knows?
No.
So my only thing was like, oh my God, you've gotten multiple ultrasounds. How did they not think like, you know?
I don't know.
We were like, the way me and Karina screamed, I was like,
stop. What?
Like, it's just crazy.
Like, imagine.
She did not get blood work. Like, imagine.
Yeah.
And she gives birth and it's the opposite
like if
gender.
She, you know, we told you guys about how she's been having a complicated pregnancy, and it was one of those days where she really wasn't feeling well, so she went to the hospital again, and that's when they did further blood work and stuff.
Yeah.
Luckily everything's okay. She and the baby are amazing.
Yes.
But it just happened to have been that they did blood work and they saw the sex of the baby and they were like, and they told her like, do you want to know what you're having? She's like, yeah, I'm having a girl. And they were like, you sure? And they were like, it's a
I
boy.
just can't.
I was just like, imagine.
But you know what? This happens.
That's crazy. I got blood work. I just want to say that right now.
I had to double check with Karina. I'm like, let's make sure this is blood work, girl. Because
no, I did get blood work, and I've also had like ultrasounds and stuff. And my doctor has been done so many. I'm sure he like he's, and my results came through blood work and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
this is just like for any pregnant mama out there. If you want to be 100% sure, just do the blood work because
isn't that crazy?
It has to be really common with the ultrasound screen. Now, for the entire time my mom was pregnant with us, she thought she was having a boy and a girl till we were born. I just happened to be born first, so they thought like Karina was gonna be a boy. Literally,
yeah,
the boy's coming, and then because they had a name for a girl and a boy. So you came out, they were like, "Oh, Myra's here. Here comes Oscar." Oh, I
here
thought it was Carlos. Oscar.
Hello, my name is Oscar. Imagine that.
Isn't that crazy? Maybe that's what you should have named if you were having a boy, Oscar.
I don't know.
I don't find like Oscar, girl.
I'm like crazy about the name Oscar like that, but
and they were gonna name you that. Imagine,
and that was gonna be my name. That's crazy. Imagine. But isn't that crazy, guys? Imagine like thinking your entire pregnancy.
It's just crazy.
And then literally a month before you give birth, they're like, actually, it's a boy. I was just like, oh my gosh. But I had blood work, so I'm definitely having a girl for sure. And it's just crazy. But
yeah,
that was just like wild. I had to bring that up there.
It's crazy.
Oh my gosh. So that happens. And then like everything just overnight. Tell them what happened, bitch.
Gosh, I haven't even told anybody. Like, I don't even think my family knows. Just my mom.
Is going on.
So the day after the gender reveal, literally, right? The day after the
day after.
Noah wasn't like feeling well. We were like, I feel like Noah's in the phase where he's constantly getting sick. Then he recovers and he gets, he ended up getting a fever of like 104.5. It was like insane. It was high. Even with medication, it wasn't helping. Mm-hmm. And then he, long story short, he was having respiratory distress. His oxygen levels were low, and he had to get admitted to the hospital. So that was very terrifying for me and Brian.
Like overnight too.
Like something that literally happened overnight. They didn't tell me exactly what he had because they tested him for a few different viruses. He's tested negative on all of them. They looked at his lungs. They thought he possibly could have had pneumonia or bronchitis. But it was super scary for me and Brian. Luckily, he was only there for a little over a day, and he is thriving now. But I mean, I didn't even tell anybody because I didn't want to scare anybody. But it was scary in the moment, of course. Like it was, having your baby in the hospital. There's nothing normal about, because he was getting oxygen because he was he couldn't breathe on his own. He was struggling. So it was super scary as a parent. It was super scary. I was so distraught, and literally the day after the gender reveal, so it was like boom boom, like it's been a hectic weekend.
I remember the night of the gender reveal, you called me, you were like, oh, just he's having a fever, like, do you think this is too high? And I was like, it's high, but give him medication, hopefully it could help.
Yeah.
And then we were just talking about in general, we're like, dang, kids really do get sick so often because they do, But then the next
he's never gotten like this.
I didn't even know he was admitted, Myra, until you told me.
Parents know, like when they tell you, like, oh, keep an eye out for like their breathing, like the ribs like sinking in, the stomach, the neck. Like he was having all those symptoms.
Oh my gosh!
And what's funny is I went to the ER twice. Like we literally did not sleep the whole night. We went at 3 a.m. They discharged us at 7 a.m. Discharged us, and I knew his breathing was not right. I was like, he's breathing weird, like he doesn't breathe like this. The doctor was like, it's okay, like I don't see his like they describe it as like their ribs exposing. I don't know how to explain it. Okay. She's like, I don't see that, and I'm thinking like, okay, like I know my baby, he doesn't normally breathe like this, but I'll keep an eye on him. She's like, just keep an eye on for his breathing, his fevers. We take him back home, does not sleep. Me, Brian, and Noah already at this point are like so desvelados, like we're so tired.
Oh my Lord.
And he his breathing got worse. He was when we took him back, they noticed his breathing was 80 breaths per minute. That's a lot of breathing. It was super quick.
I know.
And that's when they had to transfer him to Shock's Children's Hospital. And that's when I was like,
it's just crazy.
Oh my God. That's when I was like, it was a nightmare, but I'm so glad he is thriving.
It's scary, Myra.
He was there for one day. whatever they gave him, he literally overnight, it was like a switch. He woke up and he was like jumping on his crib, playing with his toys. And I'm just so grateful to God that he's okay.
I think it's just so scary in general having your kid sick. Like, yes. You know, the mamas out there, you know that when your kid is sick, you're just worried and you're like, what could it be? Like, are you okay? Like, do I take you to the doctor? Do I just call your pediatrician? Do you need to go to the ER? Mm-hmm. All that is stressful within itself. Going and actually having your kid admitted, even if it's for a day, for a few days, or, you know, whatever time it is, that it is so scary. It's so scary. A parent. It's so scary, 100%. It's super scary. And then having him transferred, like, to chalk, you're thinking, you're like, why does he have to be transferred? You know, like,
it was so scary. Yes. But also, I'm so grateful for all the nurses and stuff. They were super sweet, super caring, and I think, you know, he obviously, it wasn't anything severe because he was just there for a day. Thank God, because you know, going, they tell you like, oh, you know, worst case scenario. And it's just like, oh my God, I didn't want to scare my family. So I had just told Karina, and then Karina ended up telling my mom, but like nobody knows. Like
I was in the kitchen.
No, and that's fine. I would have hoped you eventually updated her. But that's how, like, I didn't even tell anybody because I was just like, okay, I don't want to scare anyone.
But I get it. I feel like I kind of scared my mom a little bit on accident because I was just in the kitchen. I was like, oh, did Maya tell you about Noah, like how he's sick? And she was like, what are you talking about? Because she was actually like, dude, mom say just no. Because she's like, I've been trying to reach her and she's not answering my calls. And I was like, oh, he's fine. It's just that he's in the hospital. And so my mom was like, in the hospital? You know,
no, that's why I didn't want to tell anybody.
Wait, what? So I was just like, I just laid this on her, like, and she has no idea what's going on. So I had to explain to her. I was like, he's doing good right now. He is on oxygen. He's on oxygen. You know, so my mom's thinking like, he's connected. What? So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a lot to just like spill onto my mom. So I was telling her like, he's okay right now. It's just that like, they're trying to figure out like what kind of virus he might have and stuff. I think it is scary no matter what. Like I can't even like, oh my God, when you FaceTime me and I saw him connected and stuff to like the IV and the oxygen, I took my face off the camera because I broke out in tears. I was like, no,
it's so sad. I think just having your babies in the hospital.
I think just seeing them like that, you're like, my heart, you know. But
and then I know a different side of him. He's like travieso, playing with his toys. So just seeing him that day that he was admitted, he was super sick the entire day. He was super he just wasn't there. Like he was super like, he was exhausted because he didn't sleep the night before. All of us were exhausted. He was exhausted. And he was just struggling. I think once they put him in the oxygen, that's when I started realizing he was doing so much better. And then the medication they gave him and stuff. But he was just there one day. I am so grateful today. We were discharged yesterday. And this morning, he was already fucking shit up in the living room. I'm like, as you should break. I want to see you break things. Like, it's crazy when your babies are sick. Like, you just take for granted the little moments, you know.
The things that stress you out, usually you want to see them fucking shit up, you know.
When we were, when we had got transferred, I couldn't even be, oh my God, this is what I'm like, this is so sad. I didn't understand it, but I think every hospital has its own regulations. But when they transferred us, I was the one, because Brian was following the ambulance. I was the one that was inside the ambulance with him, but they didn't let me sit in the back with him. So they're like, you're gonna have to sit in the front. And I'm thinking like, Noah is literally like reaching for me as they're like rolling him out. First of all, I'm like, he wants me to carry him. So even just that, I literally was like, I could not, my heart could not take the fact that.
Were you like a mess in the front seat? Like,
I was trying to keep it together for him. I didn't want to scare him. So I was just talking to him. I'm like, aquí estoy, mi amor, because he was just crying. And then at some point, because they had like Moana playing on that hospital, the baby's hospital, they were already ready with like, it had a little screen playing cartoons for him. So they were so prepared. And I thought he was watching the movie. And then when we get there, he's like super knocked out. I'm like, my baby, he's so tired. I think the ride like helped soothe him. But that was a hard part. I'm like, I'm like, you know, thank God he was fine. But I'm like, you know, what if it was worse? Like, I would want to be like right here with him, you know, holding him.
That is because he's literally 1 year old, so you would think they would want you.
Yeah, I was like, my poor baby, but nonetheless, I'm just so grateful he's thriving.
I think you know what, Myra, though, like I feel like, you know, obviously, like, we're all grateful, you know, that our kids are fine and stuff. But when scary things like that happen, it is okay to like feel the emotions and being like, that was fucking scary.
It was scary
because like I know you like, you know, you hold it together and stuff. And even on the phone, you would talk to me and you were like, yeah, like he's doing better. And I was like, but how do you see him? You're like, I don't know. Like you just like I could tell you were like trying to
text me, Karina. I was like, I'm not even trying to scare her, but that's when I was so unsure.
I feel like
he was doing so bad that I was like,
I feel like you were like trying to just hold it together and like not scare anybody. But I was like, it's okay to like to be scared and be
no,
like,
I was,
fuck,
you know,
it's yeah.
it
is scary.
It's scary, but he's doing so
Of
much better. He's
course.
thriving, and
I know what.
he is. I mean,
You know when I knew he was doing better? When I dropped off some rice and you said he fucked it up. I was like, he's eating. He's feeling
'cause
better.
My whole family knows Noah about, like, they just know he eats like a lot.
He
and
loves to eat,
when he
that
doesn't
boy.
eat, it's like concerning. So
Yeah.
so
Insane.
Karina had brought mole. My mom had made mole that night, and she brought a side of rice for Noah, and he literally fucked up almost the entire
And I
thing.
literally took him a whole big old thing of Tupperware.
Mind you, that was the first night he got admitted, so that's how fast like he started getting progressing.
Yeah.
That same night, like he was already like, okay, he's eating again.
When you told me he like almost fucked up the whole rice, I was like, okay, he's
That's a
feeling
Noah I know.
himself again. Because when you told me he wasn't eating, I was like, something's not okay because this kid is a vacuum.
No, he is. Yeah,
But we're just so happy he's thriving now. Oh my gosh,
yeah, he's
Noah.
thriving. Thank God.
Kids, dude, they get sick so much. It's crazy. Like I just don't. I feel like kids go through that stage, that toddler phase, where they will literally like they'll be getting better from something, and then like a week later, you're like, "What are you catching now?" And
He's
that
definitely
happens,
in his
you know
sick
what?
era.
That happens for a couple years, Mara, because I feel like Mia, now that she's 3, I feel like at 3, I'm noticing that she's not getting sick as often anymore. But I remember like from like I feel like if anything, Noah for the first year didn't get sick much because you gave him breast milk.
Yeah, he only got. I literally can count the times he got sick before he was 1. It was especially before I stopped breastfeeding. He probably got sick only once, Karina. Like and I honestly was so grateful that I just thought I'm like he has a strong immune system.
I think
And
the
now I'm
milk
just
helped him
like
a lot, huh?
I feel like even him turning 1, it was just a switch, Karina. Like every week, it's just
it
crazy.
happens. Like when you really think about it, like their bodies are new,
Yeah.
so their immune system is like literally adjusting to.
I'm trying to switch my
everything.
mindset. I'm trying to tell myself like, okay, new virus. It's just what's the word? He's
Building their immune
strengthening
system.
his immune system.
Literally, like it's just insane how much toddlers get sick. Like, and I'm sure the mommies out there watching, like every month there's something new, and you're like, "What are you sick with now? What cold did you catch now?" And you know they hang out with their cousins, with their friends,
Their
and
immune systems are so
it's inevitable. You know, you go to a family party, and then 2 days later you hear that one of the kids is throwing up, and you're like, "Oop, when is it gonna get to my kid?"
Yeah,
Any
and
day
then
now, you know.
No, and then I'm thinking too, like, you know, obviously the day after your gender reveal, I'm like, how many babies did Noah get sick? Like, it makes me then I start feeling like, oh my goodness.
Well,
like,
you didn't know that he was sick.
of
This
course,
happened overnight,
but it's just like I don't know. It's just now I'm like, oh my goodness. I just now I'm like afraid of the other babies.
it's literally inevitable, Myra, for kids to get sick like that. Like it's so inevitable. And I heard that when they start school, it gets worse because like with all the
I've heard.
chiquillos, like I heard that they start catching all kinds of stuff.
yeah.
But damn, that
Ooh,
was a
it's
hell
been
of a week, girl.
It's been a crazy week.
A hell of a week, mama.
Yeah.
I wanted to get into some topics.
Yes.
I want to talk about Angel Aguilar.
Yeah.
I saw it on TikTok and I knew we had to talk about
Yes.
it. But I'm gonna be real. I know little to no information.
I'm the same
So
boat.
we actually have our friend Crystal here, and she knows the tea. So
Yep.
she's gonna come on and tell us about it. All right, what do you
All right.
think? Why?
So everyone, please help us welcome Crystal.
Come on in, queen.
Hey y'all! Oh my god, you guys don't mind me. I look like absolute poop
look
because
amazing.
it wasn't planned, y'all. It was not planned for
No,
me to come.
literally, like we were just about to start the podcast, and Crystal was like, "Have you guys heard?
So what's good, y'all?
How you been, queen?"
I've been good. Still living with you, you know.
I love it.
No, you guys, I'm still living with Karina. We did not know it was gonna go this long. We don't know how long it's gonna go either. So we're just.
I mean, mold is it's a real fucking thing. It's just crazy.
And it's not even that. Like you know how Elizabeth said they could build a house in 8 days. It's literally
8 days is crazy.
Literally, it's just the fact that you know insurance doesn't want to pay, so I guess they have to settle the whole situation and figure it out how they're gonna pay. So
Whole process.
it's been a whole
It's
process,
with
but
tenants
yeah.
and like with like landlords. They have to go through like insurance and stuff. You know how it is. I mean, the landlords, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's go through insurance.
Exactly.
To, like fix the mold
They don't wanna
problem.
pay. They're like, no, that's all we pay insurance. I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, first of all, I was supposed to have surgery, and I had to cancel that shit
Fucking crazy.
because I'm still here. How am I supposed to recover here? Like,
No, I get
not
that.
me recovering at Karina's gorge.
I literally told Crystal, I was like, honestly, dude, like the recovery is pretty tough, and I feel
Yeah.
like you're gonna want to be in the comfort of your house
Yeah.
Because it's crazy. I mean, it's like it's a rough recovery, queen, and I just feel like it'd be too chaotic to like not be in your home.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So I just told the doctor, you know what? I'm just gonna like have the. Hopefully, you guys have an available date by the time I get back. But I don't know. I didn't even know how to tell him a date. Yeah. So yeah, it's a whole deal. But what's up, y'all? How's everyone doing? Well, what's up, y'all?
This is actually where I'm at.
No, and I'm glad you're here because I feel like a lot of times me and Karina with our topics. I mean, at least we want to know what we're talking about, and I know this topic is like it's going around everywhere.
It's viral.
I'm like we need the news because I feel like I'm not up to date with it.
I mean. So it's not a lot. Basically, does everybody know Angela Aguilar? You guys know her, right? So it's Pepe Aguilar's daughter. Clean. They are so viral on TikTok right now, y'all. What it is that
she do?
Okay, so remember? Do you guys remember that song that they did together in the past? Like she was still minor, but there was this was years ago.
Beautiful song, by the way.
It was a beautiful song, exactly. So they did a song together, and there was already rumors that they were together, but the rumors somehow, like I guess, went away. Like I guess they confirmed that they're not together because he got with Casu. And well, recently him and Casu had a child. They had a baby girl, if I'm not mistaken. It's a baby girl, yeah. They had a baby girl, and the baby's probably like just a couple of months. Like they just had this baby, and it turns out Angela Aguilar and Cristian Nodal are together. So everyone's calling her a homewrecker.
How long have they been together for?
That's the thing. Okay, you know what's funny is that, you know, obviously, like, everybody knew that, like, yeah, the rumors were spread for a reason when they were...
There was rumors before this.
Even before this. Like, there was... When they made that song together. Because when Casu came out pregnant in an interview, they had told... Angela Aguilar, like, oh, what do you think about Cristian Nodal being, like, you know, being expecting with Casu? And I think to, like, play it off, she was like, oh my God, she looks so pretty. Like, de repente le vi la pancita when she turned around, and I was like, I'm gonna be a tia. So they're dragging her in the comment section, y'all. They're dragging her.
Stepmom.
They're like la tia bien cool. They're like, you know, saying hardcore shit. Yes.
Okay, so was she also close to the girl, or was she like close to him?
Well, she was more so close to him, but I mean, she did say that she was gonna be the tia, bitch. So.
I mean, you calling yourself the tia?
When you call yourself the tia, you're like almost family, considered a family.
Yeah, and there's a picture with the three of them together in a stadium and everything. So it's like, dude, it's so crazy.
Who's? You said Casu?
Casu, yeah.
Is she a singer?
She's a queen. She's a singer. I love her music. Okay. She's a queen. And it's so sad because she actually just posted, if I'm not mistaken, today. She just posted. I should have.
Hold on. Can we get it?
I could read it to you guys.
Yeah, can we?
Where's my phone? Does she like address it or?
Yes. I literally saved it for you guys. She just posted, and it's so sad. It's so fucking sad. And you know, they came out on it was first announced in the Hola. I don't know if it's a.
Oh, like a Spanish network?
It's like a Spanish network. They announced it in Hola. And they just came out on the stadium together, singing together, and they kiss each other and everything.
Oh, so they're
and poor Casu
confirming it.
Yeah, they confirmed it.
She has like, you know, this baby's only a couple months old. Like this girl.
She's in the thick of postpartum.
She's like in the thick of postpartum, and now this is all happening. Like
that part.
If every time when it includes like a pregnant person or like someone who just gave birth. Like
I think it makes
so vulnerable and like fragile because of course like the hormones and stuff like it just it pisses me off because I'm like, oh,
you want to read it? That's what she posted. It's
baby.
So sad. That's the baby. And when she posted, oh my heart, I was like, I'm sorry, queen.
Should we read it?
Agobiante, is that what it says?
I don't even know what that word means.
So she put, Olis, es muy agobiante ser noticia en todos lados por algo como esto. So, like, she's everywhere. She knows it.
Yeah.
She's like, yo siempre traté de evitar este lado de la exposición mediática tan despiadada. I'm a horrible Spanish reader, y'all. I'm so sorry. Y hoy vivirlo en esta gran dimensión sin haber hecho nada para tener tanta atención y para que mi nombre ruede por todos lados es una pena inmensa, pero me responsabilizo por mis elecciones por Queen y también de lo que no tengo control. Por eso les regalo estas palabras. Me siento en la necesidad de hacerles saber que estoy bien, atravesando de la mejor manera posible elijo alejarme un poco de redes para how do you say this?
Desintoxicar.
Ajá, that. Y concentrarme en mi bebé, which this sure man ain't concentrating in his baby right now. That's a whole ass mom. But she put, concentrarme en mi bebé, que es mi prioridad. Period, queen. Y en mi trabajo mientras todo se calma allá afuera. La vida no es totalmente bella o totalmente horrible, ni la gente es por completo buena o mala un 100%. Siempre hay grises y matices, pero lo importante es respirar y resistir con amor. Los procesos necesarios y aprender. Los procesos necesarios y aprender. Gracias por la preocupación de tantas y tantas personas. I'm just
wow, she's that Spanish speaker.
Queen.
That says really professional words, and I don't know what she's saying.
Professional
Okay,
words.
there's like different languages.
She's really graceful with it.
She's
Yes.
So can we kind of like translate for the people that don't understand Spanish? She's basically, you know, coming on and she's saying, you know, she obviously is not used to being in the, I mean, they're public like that, and she is almost embarrassed that, you know, the topic is even out there.
She's so embarrassed. She's even apologizing for her elections to that man, basically, because he has his own trace of, you know, fama with the ladies, and so I feel so bad for. Also, even her, Angela Aguilar is still a child to me, and this is a whole ass man with a whole lot of history.
How old is Angela Aguilar?
Angela Aguilar, I think, if I'm not mistaken, she's young.
Like, she just turned 18.
And you know what's funny? I was literally just talking to my cousin about this. It's so funny because like in the stadium when they just recently sing together and kiss each other, she's all like skip to my lute to him, and like it's just, you could tell she's a child.
She's 20 years old.
See, she's 20. Oh, wow. So when the rumors were like, you know, in the past, like she was still a child. So now they officially made it like, you know.
Okay,
it's crazy.
How old is he? Yeah.
He's a whole ass man. Like, come on now.
Let me see.
What a... I can't. I'm sorry, but...
Oh, okay. Oh, he's 25.
He's 25?
Yes.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Why does he look so much older?
He looks more like a señorado, though.
Well,
yeah.
He's had a lot of experience with women, it sounds like.
No, he looks like super señor. I really thought he was at least 35.
Yeah, he was like late 30s.
That it's just so crazy, though. I mean, you know, like, I feel like I hadn't kept up as much, but I had seen it so much on TikTok.
Yeah.
So basically, that it's the part that she called herself Tia for me, and now it's like
it's that part for everyone. The comment section, they are dragging her, and it's so funny because Pepe Aguilar, the father, is actually in Japan right now. So all of this is coming out while he's in Japan, and the comment section, like, the comments they're like, Don Pepe, like, come and get your daughter, La Tia, like all this shit, like it's just
vacation's over, honey. Come on, let's go.
It's time to leave Disney Japan. Come
he might be like, what the fuck is my child doing? Not her being in a whole ass relationship with Chris and all that now, bitch. Oh my god.
Not the girl who told you not to worry about calling herself auntie. Like, bitch.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but it's like, even like at 20, like, yeah, she's a child, but it's like, you know from right from wrong, and I don't know, like, I mean, everybody makes mistakes. I can't throw rocks,
you know,
but like, Lord, I feel so bad for Casu.
Even if they had let's say a thing, like, it's the timeline is just so bizarre.
Yes.
Like,
the fact, okay, I feel like
they have a baby.
This is the thing. This had to have been going on longer. It had to have been, because I feel like with celebrities, like, for them to come out and be public about it,
absolutely,
they had to have been dating for a few months to even publicly announce that they're officially together. If this baby is just a couple months old, like, you're gonna tell me that, like, you got together yesterday and you're announcing today?
I remember there was rumors already when that song came out. Like,
highly doubt
there was rumors about that.
So something might have happened there, and then they're just making it a, like, you know, because what the way that she posted and announced with Ola, she's saying like, oh, no es un nuevo noviazgo. Like, I don't know, I should pop it out, but she's basically saying like, we needed this time to like miss ourselves, and I was like, oh, so there was something going on before.
No wonder everybody was like, I was just,
I don't have
maybe they had a thing going on.
She did post, you know,
it took a break, and then he's now with this other girl. What's up with these men? Like, when you hear about cheating, or just because, I mean,
it's giving Ariana Grande. It's giving Ariana Grande when they just had their baby, and then they were rumored to be together. Exactly, it's literally the same situation.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with these men though. It's usually when the it's either fresh postpartum or when the mother's pregnant. And I just find that so crazy scary. Because I feel like that's when you're most vulnerable.
I literally saw that there's a statistic that like the higher times that a guy will cheat is when the girl's pregnant, and I'm like, that is
so which sad. I think is so sad because that's when I think you should like
be more
present. You should be on your knees praising me that I'm carrying your child.
That's on some real shit.
On some real shit.
No, literally, like I can't.
So sad.
When you hear stories like that, like when she's pregnant and you're doing that, like that is the most fucked up thing you can do when she's literally carrying your child.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's I just find it hard to believe that they are now publicly together and like this baby's still so little. I really doubt that like you just got together yesterday or last week. Mm-hmm. This is months of romance and you're just opening up now. And it's tragic that there's literally a mom, you know, in postpartum, like just going through it and having to even like face all this publicly. Like,
I mean, they waited so long to announce. Why couldn't they just wait maybe till the child was a little older?
That part, a lot of people are saying that.
At that point, there's been something going on even before.
That's
like, baby, y'all just couldn't wait till that child at least turned one. Like,
exactly.
at least like,
when
come on,
there's a baby and a mother involved, it's just like, it's giving
Homewrecker a little bit.
It's giving Ariana Grande.
Do you guys think it's giving Homewrecker?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
I just think about the first months with your baby, dude. Like those are the most vulnerable stages. Like when you look back at even the first half year of their life, like it's so tough, dude. Like that newborn phase, like you need all the support you can get.
I had seen recently, did you guys see her concert where it looks like she's wearing like fake hips?
Oh yeah.
That's her. Yeah, that's her. People were making rumors that she was wearing like padding, right?
It was giving what's that girl from that one Incredibles movie? I'm sorry. Elastigirl. I was like, come on, Elastigirl. I mean, she looked amazing.
It kind of did look like it.
It kind of did, right? A little bit.
It was very much like super round.
I was like, I mean, she looked amazing, but I was like,
great. But I feel like after that, like it looked normal again. So I was like, maybe she was wearing like padding for that specific concert.
Queen.
I mean,
that's all I had heard about.
You gotta do what you gotta do, Gorge.
Where'd you get? Send the Amazon link, baby. I'm like, send the link over, babes.
Like, wow,
she looked fucking amazing.
She have an LTK.
I know, right? That part. Send it over, Queen. Anyway. But I mean, is she in the wrong? I guess that's the question. Is Angela Aguilar?
There's a fucking baby, a newborn baby, and like
I think she is.
Postpartum girl.
And you know what? She definitely is. But
I never saw Ariana Grande the same again after that shit.
It's mostly him.
It's mostly the man.
Because we don't know if this is her first boyfriend. Like she's never really I haven't really heard rumors with her being with somebody else.
Is it her first time publicly being
maybe this is her first time publicly with somebody, and like, you know, again, he's so young, much more experienced than she is. Let's be real.
She's so young.
He is definitely 1000% to blame, but I mean, dude, there's a baby involved. Cass is like going through it. Postpartum, like, girl, I'm thinking of all this.
You know what?
Is that her first baby
she
too?
Has to be.
Because Lord, poor thing.
I'm telling you, those first few months, imagine going through that shit.
Also, Angela Aguilar, the way she's carried herself, like, girl, you're better than that. Like, this guy that clearly is a mujeriego, like, what are you doing? You know, you're so young. And there's other men.
That within him, like, that itself, him doing that to his baby mama it speaks volumes of himself.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, if I was in that situation, I wouldn't even want to deal with a motherfucker like that. Like, you're treating your baby mama like that.
He's gonna do it to her too.
Like, who am I to you? That's the mother of your child. Like, what am I?
Yeah.
If you're treating me like, you know, it's how they say,
baby wants a cheater.
Como dicen, like, what's that one saying? Like, you lose him how you catch him.
Exactly. Yeah. I get you. Yeah.
It does not look good. It does not look good on her. Period.
It doesn't.
And it does remind me of Ariana Grande, because I'm not even gonna lie, like, I don't see Ariana the same anymore.
Me either.
I'm like, I don't know.
Her or SpongeBob. I'm like, y'all really did that shit.
Is that what they call him? SpongeBob?
Yeah, because he's like a SpongeBob.
Are they still together?
I don't think
no clue.
So. I have no idea.
It was just a little fling they had going on.
I don't know.
That's what I don't get. You are willing to just have this little fling with somebody and ruin your entire, basically, relationship, family that you have with this person.
It's when
She doesn't care.
yes.
There's women out there that thrive off of that. That need that excitement in their life to
and
thrive.
the guy though, it's like, it's a short-term thing. Like, why ruin? Because I know with SpongeBob, they had like, he also had a baby that he was with he was actually with that girl for years.
Yeah,
It's like, you're willing to like ruin all that just to fuck around with this girl for a bit.
and that girl had all the dignity and left. I was like, as you should, queen. Period.
It's just crazy. I feel like, like with
That's crazy.
postpartum and babies, it's just that's too much.
Yeah,
That's wild.
But I mean, Queen. you had
well,
all the
we know
news.
we know the tea now. Yeah,
We know the tea now.
Thank you,
I
girl.
shall let you guys to it.
Thank you
Thank
so much, Queen.
You're so insightful,
y'all.
Queen.
for coming out on this segment.
Thanks, Queen, because I had no clue what was going on.
I know, right?
I have seen it everywhere, and I was like, "Why is everybody calling Angela Aguilar a homewrecker?" And I was confused, and I was just too lazy to like deep dive into it. And then Crystal, she mentioned it. She's like, "Are you guys gonna talk about that?" I was like, "You know what? Come on the pod, girl, because I've heard about that shit. I just don't know the details." But that's freaking crazy, dude. I'm sick and tired of y'all fucking with baby mamas. I really am. I'm sorry. You know what? Like, her music's iconic and stuff, but in this situation, like, as a mother, I'm like, that shit is just when you mess with someone who just gave birth and they're in it's just, and you know what? She's young. I'll give her that. She has a lot to learn. But fuck, like, I don't know.
It's just something. It's hard to come out of that. On a lighter note, we thought we could do a fun segment in this episode. We are gonna be telling you guys unpopular opinions. Let's talk about it.
Yes, unpopular opinions. I'm here for it.
I'm so here for it.
Okay, so I have some unpopular opinions. You have some.
Yes.
Okay. I don't even know what to start off with. I feel like unpopular opinions could be a little nerve-wracking because it's like, this is just how I feel, Queen.
It's just what you think.
Here's one. I think you should rock your real eye color. And I mean that in the kindest
I feel you.
way. If you do not have blue or green eyes, I promise you, your natural eyes look better on you and suit you more than your contacts.
Than your stark blue, crystal clear eyes.
Than your crystal clear, almost white eyes. Like on some real shit.
Okay. Question for you. Have you ever worn colored contacts?
Yeah, I've done it before, like where I experiment here and there. And sometimes I do try to, because we have I feel like our eyes are like it's like hazel, brown. Sometimes in the sun you'll see a tiny bit of green, because my dad has gorgeous eyes. My dad has like green eyes. I guess I've experienced with like more like of a hazel look just to accentuate the color in my eye, but I don't think I've ever rocked like blue eyes like that.
I think it's like one of those things where you have to live to like be like, okay, that was a funny phase. Almost like brow blindness that's going around.
Like brow blindness, exactly.
Contact blindness. A lot of these are like blue as this well right here.
Bye.
And I'm like, if you're watching, hey Queen, we have a well right by us. A little stuffed animal. You're like, and she's turquoise. Like, she's blue. And baby, when you got blue eyes like that, I'm like, that don't even look natural. And I had my my
sometimes it's
contact blindness, colored contact blindness. And hey, some of them look cute. I can rock a gray eye. I think they look so cute. And it's all crazy.
I think it's occasionally it's cute to like put them on,
right? But that's in the past. I wouldn't do it again.
I think, and this is genuinely like, that's the thing. I don't want anyone to be like, oh, like, I love my contacts. Like, go the fuck off.
Can I tell you?
Go the fuck off. Period. I'm just saying, a lot of time, and you know what? There is people that could really rock the look. Like, they really can. There's people that you're like, oh shit, bitch, I thought those were your eyes. Like, you really like it goes with you. But I feel like a lot of times too, like, it's so obvious. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, just like, if you're not born with that eye color, like, I promise you, your eyes look so much prettier. Mm-hmm. Like, if you have dark brown eyes and you wish you were born with blue eyes, like, okay, it's cute to do it here and there, but sometimes people like overdo it sometimes, and I'm like, I promise you, like, your natural eyes will shine through so much more. Because sometimes, with eye contacts, guys, no matter how good they are, like, they still have that look sometimes.
Yeah.
Where it's like, if it's not just like a ring on the side that's maybe accentuating something, like when it's like a whole different eye color, like, a lot of times I can't even see you. I can't even read you because it's giving animatronic.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, you know what I mean? It's like
robot vibes.
I promise you that your natural eyes like suit you better and you look absolutely stunning.
That's a good unpopular opinion though.
And it's not even to bash anyone who does wear them. It's just like, I promise you would look absolutely gorgeous with your beautiful eyes that shine through, and I could actually like read your soul and connect with you and not look at you and be like, you look like an AI character. Imagine like AI
you know
character is crazy.
So
it's like sometimes I'm like, you would look better. I feel like a lot of times, like if you're not born with that eye color, queen, I promise your natural eye color looks better.
Can I tell you who went through a contact blindness moment?
Who?
Brian, my man.
Brian wore contacts?
Okay, when I first met him,
day a minute. Hold on.
I gotta pull up a picture because he looks hilarious. If I can find pictures,
it's giving reptile. I was wait, I'm sorry.
Okay, I was dating a fucking reptile. Let me tell you.
Wait. Brian
yes, girl, my man. Yeah,
I don't remember this.
Karina,
I don't remember this.
And I tell him. I think I tried to convince him to not because it was becoming an ick a little bit where I was like, I don't know if I like this.
I'm fucking screaming.
I love him so much. I'm like, you are a reptile king. Imagine. Reptilian king.
No. Okay, wait. I just want to reference. I just want to say this. I think it's cute. I do think it's cute to like randomly, like if you're feeling a night out, you're like,
I had a picture.
I'm feeling like I want my inner, I don't know, to come out. You know, you're feeling like the vibes, and you're like, I want green eyes today. Period, bitch. Because who's to say I might not find some on TikTok tomorrow and be like, I want to have blue eyes. Because like I recently actually saw it, right. But it's cute, yes, to be like, you know what? Today I'm feeling like a new bitch, and I want my eye contacts. I'm gonna pop the wig out and all. Perfect. I'm just saying, sometimes people overdo it where they want to be like a whole new character, and I'm like, baby, I know those are your eyes, you know?
Oh, it was giving character for sure. Okay, he definitely. I'm just trying to find a picture. There's none. What color were they? Wearing hazel. No, he was wearing like gray eyes.
Wow.
And okay. I feel like also I think it just depends. I feel like, you know, Brian's more on the tan side too. It was a big contrast. Big contrast
is crazy.
No, it really was.
That's actually pretty funny.
And I feel like it's, you know, and yeah, like, you know, I do feel like contacts.
Did he have like eye prescription, or he just would like get his just put
no, baby, he had 20/20 vision. He was just wearing them for looks.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And this was like in like the spiky hair era. Like picturing spiky hair with his spark blue eyes. Like, I don't know. It was just it was very reptilian like now that you said that, like it's very that
it's crazy.
It's like it wasn't a look. And like you said, there is specific, I do believe that there's specific contacts that go with you. Like that, you know, they kind of like look natural. Like they were far from, Brian was that person that was like staring at your soul with them, like very insane. And I talk about it to this day. Like I'll laugh like, Brian, like, no mames, that's crazy. You had that era.
Funny, dude.
Like, and he was probably so embarrassed about it, but like, it's just so funny because he really had his contact era. Like he was like so
he was wearing them every day.
And I didn't meet him that way. I think like, you know, we had to be dating maybe like a year or so that he started getting into them. And I think until I started being honest, like, I don't like them. Like, that's when he stopped wearing them.
Aww.
But he wasn't his little contact.
I think it's cute to experiment. Like I said, like, I think it's cool to experiment with them. And like, one day you're feeling the vibes. You're like, I want blue eyes today. Like, period. But sometimes I feel like people like will go out of their way to like completely like, you know, yeah, just, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just, I feel like it's just not for everybody.
It's also maybe something at the top, like with your partner. Like I had to tell Brian, like, I love your eyes. Like, you know, there's nothing wrong with your eye color. I love you as you are. Like, you don't need to do this, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, also maybe it had nothing to do with him not liking his eye color. I also just
feel like when it's really bright eyes,
super bright,
a lot of times, like, you could see the ring around and it's so like clear, obvious, you know what I mean? That's the thing, that the eye color looks gorgeous and all, but like,
no,
a lot of times it's so much contrast that like you could see where the fucking contact starts.
Brian's like contacts look printed. Like they were very like pixelated as fuck.
Pixelated, baby.
like so, and he laughs about it now, but like I don't know where he was getting these contacts, babes. Like
no, but you know what's crazy? I actually saw on TikTok recently, like there's like this famous contact brand. And I was like, oh shit, they look good. Like they look really natural. Even I was getting tempted to get some. I was like, oh, I'm feeling
I'm tempted these days with some of them.
Like I'm feeling a little green-eyed moment. Anyway, but it is cute to do here and there. I just think sometimes the really contrasted colors, I'm like, I literally could see the ring where it starts on your eye. Like I can't even concentrate on the conversation we're having because your contact is shifting that way right now.
Brian was that person, Greena.
And you can just toss
Greena's that freaking leaf right there too, like insane. Done. I don't know where he was getting these contacts,
but baby, y'all a lot, and then a lot of times like you'll finally see that person without their contacts, and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I could like see your aura now.
Your
aura, now I could see you and actually look into your eyes and see a human. Like I don't know, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
Sometimes it's just so stark blue that I'm like, I can't even see you. I can't even read you right now because you just look like I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, I have another unpopular opinion, and it's gonna have people rattled, girl.
Oh,
In-N-Out is trash.
Oh, I mean, I'm not crazy about it.
I had to spice it up a bit. I'm not saying it's trash.
In-N-Out is trash. Is crazy.
Yeah, I just had to get them rattled a little bit. It's not trash. I'll eat it occasionally. I'll eat it occasionally. I will eat it when Brian's like obsessed with In-N-Out. Brian's an In-N-Out king. Is Raul too.
He loves In-N-Out.
You know what it is? I feel like the Californians like hype it up. Like people that come out of like different states that don't have In-N-Out,
they see In-N-Out and they're like, oh my god,
and they're like, oh my god, and I'm like, what's the big fuss? Like that's what I feel about it. And I say this, oh gosh, anytime I tell someone that's like obsessed, they're like so taken back, like what? Like it's just such a shocker.
I don't really care for it either.
I don't either.
It's not bad, like it's good, but I feel like the way y'all hype it up is like, I don't know.
She's all scared.
But that's not to say like, what is that other place people compare it to? They're like, oh, Whataburger's better or whatever. I've been to Whataburger. It was whatever too.
Yeah. It was giving. I used to mess with Brian.
It was giving Jack in the Box. I'm not even gonna lie.
Whataburger's giving like
was giving Jack in the Box.
I've messed with Brian in the past. I'll tell him like Whataburger is better than In-N-Out. He's like, be so for real right now, because we've gone to what we tried it in Texas.
I just feel like okay, In-N-Out. I understand like the fresh part of it.
Okay, I get that.
Elizabeth actually used to work at In-N-Out, and she really was like a ride or die for In-N-Out because she was like, nah, like our fucking fresh fries are coming out fresh out the fryer. Like they're cutting up the freaking potatoes, the potatoes in the back and everything. Like everything is fresh. That's true. I think In-N-Out fries are dry, have no taste, in my opinion. Honestly, like I feel like they're too fresh for me. They're not salty enough.
Are they too organic for you?
I think they're too organic for me. And I just, unless they're animal style, I don't want them. Like they're just.
I tried In-N-Out for the first time with Brian. It was like one of our first dates because he was like an In-N-Out king, obviously. Mm-hmm. And I did like it. He taught me the whole like fries and the milkshake thing.
Okay, that's good.
And I was like, okay, this is good. But I also, it could be we never grew up with it, so we never like got that attachment with it.
Am I gonna eat it if we're there? Yeah. But am I craving In-N-Out? Never.
I'm never craving it either.
I'm
so sorry for everyone out there like that loves it. No, not sorry. I'm sorry that I said that I don't like it. Like I don't know. Honestly, she's not terrible. I'll eat her.
I mean, it's personal part. That's an unpopular opinion.
That's real, my unpopular opinion.
I don't really care for her either. Like, I'll eat it if I have to. I'm never gonna.
Our producer is like actually dying in the corner.
She loves In-N-Out. Yeah,
like she's actually flabbergasted right now.
Okay, I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or not. Vanilla is not plain. Vanilla is superior, actually. Vanilla ice cream and shit, bitch. Talking about like people like, oh, it's plain, it's like a whack flavor. I feel like vanilla is the best it gets.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love vanilla.
I do
random,
too.
but I think that shit's superior. I love it.
Yeah,
love it.
Another unpopular opinion. I'm gonna come for the dog moms. Being a dog mom, or cat mom, pet mom, does not mean you need to be celebrated for Mother's Day. Ooh, I'm coming for all of them, huh? Oh, sorry.
I mean,
And I'm speaking from experience. I mean, and I'm talking about like, you know, handsome, may he rest in peace. He was my baby. I raised that. He raised me.
Aww.
Literally, since I was so young, he was my partner in crime. He was my literal baby. I slept with him. Every human that met that dog thought he was a literal human. That's how much I considered him my child. And I can tell you right now, from experience, that I have an actual child. I was not a mother, baby. I was definitely doing the bare minimum with his dog. Respectfully. Yes. Oh my god. Like respectfully. And you know what? I'm gonna let you have your moment because it's cute. Like 100%. I'm gonna let you have it because I was the same way. I'm like, Happy Mother's Day to me. You know, I'm his mother. Because I was his mother. I always even joke that like I birthed handsome, you know, like but I wasn't celebrating it. Like it was an inside joke, like, oh, Happy Mother's Day to me. But I see the dog moms, like, I think it's cute, but like, you know, it's cute, like celebrate their birthdays and everything. You know, you're a great dog mom, but you know, to take on Mother's Day and be like, Happy Mother's Day to me, it's like, all right, babes. Like, speaking on that, like another unpopular opinion is that like, you know, Mother's Day, how we celebrate the señoras, but like we're also moms too. And now that I'm a year in with Noah, I've learned a lot, and I'm like, oh damn! Like when last year on Mother's Day, Noah was like a few months old. I'm like, oh baby, I should have been celebrated like no other, that because that's when I was through the thick of it. And I didn't because I was too busy celebrating my mother-in-law and my mom.
Oh.
Yeah. And I love them both to death, but
we've mentioned that on this
about
podcast.
It then, and I'm like, that's an unpopular opinion. Celebrate the mamas that are going through it, that are in the thick of postpartum. All of them should be celebrated.
All of them should.
But it's the fact that we really do not celebrate
it's the moms
them.
that are in the thick of raising their young ones that really should be celebrated because they're in the, you know, they're really going through it. Yeah. Another unpopular pizza. sorry.
What?
Another unpopular opinion. Cold pizza is better than hot pizza. I'm sorry.
Oh, it is so, yes.
I'm sorry. Cold pizza just fucking hits different.
You know what? I feel the same thing. I feel like that about burritos.
Ooh, burritos are fucking
burritos the next day when the tortilla's soggy. Bitch. I'm not even gonna don't even microwave it for me. I want to eat it cold. Can I order it cold actually?
I order it cold?
It wouldn't be the same though because the tortilla wouldn't be soggy.
Yeah, like you have to let it sit and get a little bit like chunky on one corner.
Yeah, and that's another controversial topic because I'm not putting it in the fridge. It's sitting on the counter till the next day.
Do y'all put your pizza in the fridge like that? I just let that shit sit out.
Yeah,
and I'll eat it the next morning because like, yeah, I don't know, it's random.
Well, yeah, and you're gonna be eating cold pizza now? Cause like, girl,
no, I don't put it in my fridge and let it get cold. I just let it sit out, and then the next day, like, cold room temperature is better.
Yeah, for sure.
I really fuck with a cold pizza, dude. I don't know why. Like I like it better, Myra, than when it's hot.
Also, coffee, like hot coffee, when it gets cold, I fuck with it too.
Not iced coffee. Nah, I gotta put. That
I love iced coffee, but if I'm drinking my coffee, my hot coffee in the morning, and I let it sit for hours, I love drinking it cold.
Nah, I gotta put that shit back in the microwave.
I love that.
I need that shit hot.
No, I love the cold one. Another unpopular opinion: when people say high school is the best years of your life, I don't believe in that.
Fuck no.
First of all, your life begins after high school. Yeah, my high school didn't exist.
I hated high school. Like, looking back, the unnecessary drama you focus on, and you're like, bitch, like, what? That's not
high school for me. I had the worst years in my high school, like my high school years, because these damn miserable bullies didn't let me have it, girl. Like, they made my high school years a living hell. I don't believe that, and I
hate that how people would tell like their kids like, oh, high school years are the best years of your life. I'm like, are they? I think.
Where'd we get this from, girl? This info. Because my parents never told me the high school years were.
No, but I feel like a lot of kids hear that like, oh, this is the best years of your life, high school. And it's like, I actually look back at high school. I didn't like high school like that. Mm-hmm. I look back and I'm like, I was barely a fucking kid. Like, the shit you focus on in high school, it's like so irrelevant to life. This next unpopular opinion might ruffle up some feathers, and I don't even know how to explain it, but I just can't stand. Oh my god, I don't know how to say it, y'all. What is it called? Those like the little buggies or the little electric like
Little carritos.
the little carritos that you see when you're like at Walmart or Target, and then that person will like shove you by and like get out of my way, and they're like in those chairs. Like I'm like, why are you all so rude and entitled?
I know what you mean, and I think they are really entitled, and a lot of times they don't even need to be on it.
I don't know, like
No, I don't mean this. Like, if
Like,
you
if
can't
you
physically walk, I totally understand.
no, and this is why it's an unpopular opinion, guys. And I genuinely don't even know how to fucking say it because I don't want to like.
No, I think I know what you're talking
because
about.
I know that some people really need those
of course.
those little carts. Like some of them really need it, but a lot of times it's like a random bitch like all rude as fuck, like move, and I'm like, girl, get up.
Where do you get them from? The actual where the cards?
I don't know, but I don't. It's a hard one. This is why it's an unpopular opinion, but I'm like, why are they so entitled? Like, get the fuck out of my way. And I'm like, girl, like what?
I think because they're tight in the aisles, so they need you to move.
I know, and I totally get it, but I'm like, why are you so mad at me right now? Like, I don't know. Like,
I know.
They're always so fucking mean.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm just like, oh my gosh, you are literally like trying to run me over right now. Like, why are you so angry? And they'll be so entitled, like, get the fuck out of my way. And I'm like, I don't even know.
I know where you're going with it. I know where you're going with it, girl.
I have to say it. Sometimes they are just crazy. Sometimes I'm just like, calm down, trying to run me the fuck over right now. Like, I can't.
And that's
The
another
entitlement
unpopular,
is crazy.
That's another unpopular opinion. Like, you always got to respect your elders. Like, no, if you're rude to me, I'm going to be rude to you. Sorry. Another unpopular opinion. Love won't pay the bills. Now, this is so true.
It won't.
It won't. I mean, if your partner does not have motivations, goals, has no drive, it will ruin your relationship. That's point blank, period. They say money doesn't buy happiness. It could to an extent. I know it does not buy health. But it's true. Let's be realistic. Like, if you are struggling, right? If you are struggling in your marriage financially and, you know, you're struggling to pay
And
the
your
bills.
man's a pinche huevón, no quiere hacer nada.
Yes.
He doesn't want to fucking work.
And-
or vice versa. Like,
and your relationship is like amazing, right? That's going to ruin your relationship. So no, that love is not going to pay the bills.
that's real. I mean, that's fucking real. I think that when you are looking for a partner,
yes.
you should have a checklist. And you know, if you're with somebody strictly because you were like, he was hot and like I just
that's crazy.
and it was just lust, he better have some shit on that fucking list where this guy has some drive, has some motivation, is a hard worker, something when it comes to real fucking life.
Yep.
Like, is he a good father? Is he a hard worker? Is he gonna help you with a baby? Is he gonna support you in your postpartum? Is he just a hard worker or just has some drive? Because sometimes, unfortunately, that's all you look at.
No, but
is
it's
how they
being
look.
realistic.
It's
but,
being
but let's
fucking realistic.
But let's look at what we said. Love does not pay the bills. You can be a great parent, but are you still paying the bills?
You gotta have some drive in you, dude. Like, you gotta
Yes.
have some fucking drive.
Love does not pay the bills.
Like, you gotta have some drive in you to build this life together and build from the ground up.
I'm a huge believer in your vows. Like, what's the vow? How do the vows go? For better or for worse? I understand people have hard times, but look at the relationship for what it is overall. Has it always been like this? Like, you have to know your relationship as well to determine, where you're going with it. But yes, I don't think love pays the bills. Also, I guess another unpopular opinion is how I said, money doesn't bring happiness. Like, it does to an extent. That is, and people say it. People do say it, obviously, like, no, it does.
The root of all evil.
The root of all evil
is money. There's got to be goals,
yes.
and you have to look past the physical and look at that damn checklist, girl. And there's a lot, you know.
You know what though? I feel like a lot of people have normalized that unpopular opinion. I think that's
like
very
love
given.
is not gonna pay the bills. That's just fucking real.
Yeah.
That is real. Okay, so these are some that I saw online that are like kind of controversial, and I'm like, oh shit, and I want to know what y'all think about this. I want to know what you think about this. Somebody on Reddit said, this is an unpopular opinion: if you don't want to donate your organs, you don't deserve to receive an organ.
Ooh, that's a tricky one, huh?
So if you don't want to, if you're not a donor, you don't deserve to receive a donor.
I've never thought about it like that because
That's fucking
true.
hard.
Are you a donor?
I don't think I've ever like listed that.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've listed it either. And it is it's hard, huh?
Would I love to help somebody with my organs 100%? I think I've just never registered it. I don't think I've registered it, Myra.
And does it mean like any organ, or like what's the difference from like
That's
when they
what's scary
could use
about
your
it.
cadaver to like
Bitch,
chest?
That's the one.
Like that I'm not trying to do just because I want to
Okay.
rest in peace, honey.
Okay, that's the part right there. Would I be willing to donate my organs to people? Yes, 100%, to save lives, 100%. I just don't know, when I'm checking off that donor thing, I don't know if it means that I'm gonna be displayed in Vegas at the the bodies exhibit, bitch.
No, that's crazy, Karina.
Like that's
respectfully,
where's the line?
That's crazy.
Where's the line? Am I gonna be
in Vegas? It's just crazy.
Am I gonna be at a cadaver somewhere?
I'm
In university somewhere? I don't know if I want to be a cadaver. Like, what are the levels to being a donor? Because I'm down to like donate vital organs.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be displayed at the Luxor on the Strip in Las Vegas. I just don't. And that's what fucking is trippy as fuck to me, dude. The bodies exhibit, have y'all been there, bitch? Oh my god,
crazy.
Like, these bodies are literally like,
you just think about how they're,
posing.
you know, they had like a life and they had their souls, personalities.
And I think that's the biggest thing, Myra, that holds me back.
I would 100%, of course, want to donate my organs. Like, that's not even a question. It's more of like, with what exception?
Like, where's the line?
Yeah. That's the part.
Like, I'm okay with you using my organs. Like, I just don't know if I want to be used for science.
No.
Or a display. Like, that's just
The
crazy.
thing, when you're used for science, you're improving like the future with certain diseases.
Okay, now I feel fucking horrible.
But also, like, I respectfully, I don't want to be a cadaver though. I don't. So
I don't want to be laid on, like, and be studied.
maybe like do further testing like for a couple weeks.
I already get anxiety.
But
I already get anxiety of the fact that like somebody at the morgue is gonna see me naked. I just now see.
stop.
No, that already.
I don't even like to think about
I
that.
don't even want to think about like being seen in a casket all fat as fuck. Like, I'm sorry.
What?
Okay. Do you ever think of that? Like, how you're gonna look at your funeral? Because I know this double chin is gonna be going crazy, bitch. Do you know what you look like when you're laying down?
I just
Have you ever taken a picture of yourself laying down with your eyes closed just to see what you would look like?
Oh my gosh.
That fucking chin liposuction needs to come in quick, because Myra, I really think about how I'm gonna look. I know this is like really dark, you guys.
This
but
is so dark, but people look really unrecognizable in their caskets.
You don't ever wonder like how, like, oh, I'm sorry, maybe it's just a thick girl problem.
You know what? I used to think
really
that. Yeah, I'm like, how am I gonna look? Like, ooh.
Like, baby, as my family, if you think I look thick as shit, close the fucking casket.
No.
How y'all gonna look?
You're
Let me
not
look like a
thick
fucking
like that.
potato on my funeral, bitch. That's the last you're gonna see of me, looking like a damn ogre in that casket.
But you're not even big like that, girl.
But I think I know this is dark, guys, but like, everybody has to have pictured themselves one day like, oh my gosh, I hope I look decent.
Before microblading my brows, I had my
And
very
who the fuck is doing my makeup?
strategic way of beating my face. 2016 makeup, superior, bitch. I know that lady in the morgue was not gonna beat my face to the gods like that.
I know she does
If
makeup.
I would have passed back then, I would be haunting that bitch how she did my makeup after, because I would have been scared, girl. I was very picky with my makeup.
The
Now I'm
way
like,
sometimes
me
they do
how I
the
am, it's fine.
makeup, I'm like, I just don't want to look fucking crazy.
Yeah. You know, there's gotta be like, people are not as, this is a whole other topic, but
contour the fuck out of this chin.
people are not as realistic as, like, you know, when you plan certain parties, when you plan things in the future, but death is like guaranteed. death is guaranteed. And 9 times out of 10, you are gonna have your body displayed. You know, I
know it's just, where was this? What was unpopular opinion again?
donating your organs is crazy. Like what?
Okay, the point is, it's just scary.
That's another unpopular opinion,
bitch. Now
wearing makeup at your own fucking funeral, baby.
Oh my gosh. No, but like now imagine, like, I'm already uncomfortable how I'm gonna look in my casket. I'm already uncomfortable that someone in the morgue is gonna see me naked and like I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm already embarrassed.
Oh
right?
my god, I know we're going so off tangent, but when I do think about those things, I'm like, am I gonna be on my period? Are you gonna remove my tampon? Please remove my tampon.
The fact that people are buried with tampons, like
Come on, you're letting me like be in a tampon forever? No mames, like take that shit out.
No, bitch, y'all gotta have some respect. Take the fucking tampon out.
But you know what, Karina? They're being respectful for the body. How do they know that the string? What if the string's not showing?
Oh my gosh, I can't.
Oh hell no,
I can't.
That
or like,
bugs me.
I mean, the fact that like a lot of times though too, Mara, when they do like they remove stuff, they do have to stuff you with like cotton and stuff like that. That's just traumatic. I know this is traumatic. But if I'm already uncomfortable with them seeing me, like, do I want to be displayed at the strip in Las Vegas, bitch? Like, sometimes you're displayed. Like, I think I remember one at the bodies exhibit, like, somebody was displayed as like a fat person. Like, it was displayed to see what an obese person. Imagine you being the display for obesity on the Las Vegas strip.
Oh my god,
You're a cadaver, and they're showing the layers of your fat and displaying what obesity did to that person. Like, imagine being that person.
my god.
The fucking disrespect. And that's why when I don't know how far that's the tricky part about donating.
I get you, girl.
Imagine
They're
do
super
the fucking most.
Can I say though, they are super helpful.
Yes, educational purpose. First of all, I heard that I was getting into a deep dive. I heard that those bodies probably didn't even give like consent.
Yeah.
Because that's fucking crazy, Myra. Like, there's literally like a person where it's showing, yes, educational. You are kind of like, oh my gosh, that's crazy to see like what the body looks like. But there's literally a person like the slice and you can see where the cancer was at and stuff. And I'm thinking like, this person has to be displayed like this forever. That's crazy. I mean, you guys let us know in the comments if you know more information about that, because I really would want to be a donor. I guess that's when you're young and you take your driver's license and it asks you to check off donor or not. You don't have, like, growing up, I just always heard like these speculations that I didn't know much information on it.
Can I be honest? It's also scary. I feel like me checking it off, it's like me admitting to death. I can't even explain it.
Right? It's kind of like life insurance. Like, we know that it would be very beneficial to have life insurance, but you're like, I don't want to think about that.
You don't want to like almost admit or agree to it.
You almost don't want to like accept that you're gonna die one day. It's like how they say the best investment that you could do is buy yourself your spot, because you take that responsibility off people, like when you buy your spot at your grave. But do I want to fucking go shop for my own casket?
My thing is, worry about it when I'm dead.
Listen, it's good to have this conversation because it is good to know more information, and maybe somebody that knows more details will comment on it and will like know like, okay, no, maybe it would be good to actually go sign off on that. But I think like how you said it, just as a kid, you're getting your fucking driver's license at like 18, and you know, you're thinking like donor,
thinking about those things,
and you're freaking out. You don't know, you don't know enough information on it. But yes, I'd love to donate my organs and save people 100%. Bitch, the fact that dying is not free is crazy. Girl, even dying is fucking expensive.
Like, are we even playing this game anymore at this point?
I forgot. We've said a lot of it already.
But I think it is important as families, or another thing, you know,
terminal illness. I do think that you should think the family should start planning ahead.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Like when you almost like are sure of it, 100%. So my thing is, and this is also kind of like going off topic, but not, when you are with somebody, and this is why like a lot of people say too, I know y'all probably don't believe in marriage, but when you are not married, your partner's not gonna make those medical decisions for you.
Wait, so
they're not married to you.
You're not?
Most likely the parents, like your guardians, right?
Oh, but if you're grown,
but it's not your partner because you're not legally married.
I would just like to think that you have a relationship with whoever, with family and your man or whoever, that collectively they could make the right fucking decision. Because unfortunately, sometimes when somebody passes, so much drama happens, and then people are fighting for terrenos and shit, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, that person will not be happy seeing y'all getting down over who the fuck is keeping what. Like, that's crazy, you know?
That's the last thing that should be on your mind.
And it's so tragic.
I never
like,
understood that.
It's so crazy because that be happening where, like, all of a sudden all this drama's unfolding, and it's like, yo, like, this person will not want to see y'all fighting over this shit right now. Over who's keeping what in your purse.
That's another thing.
I can't wrap my head around that shit.
When you just go through their belongings,
like, right away when they passed.
I don't.
And I'm like, she's still warm.
I have said this, so I mean, I have gotten so good at decluttering my makeup. So good. I'm literally like, I feel like every time I see my friends, I come down with a fucking box of just PR. I always give away my makeup, but there was a time and place where my beauty room was like insane with so much stuff. And I would always think, I'm like, if I were to pass, I know people are gonna be fighting in there for that makeup. It sounds so fucked up.
Not them fighting for the fucking.
It sounds so fucked up, Karina. But like, being real about it, like, I
know
people,
bitch, y'all ain't coming into this fucking house. Leave her shit untouched. I would do that. I'd be like, you're not touching her fucking makeup. Leave that room.
Karina,
untouched.
no, but being realistic, right? Because I always give out makeup. It's always like, who's gonna keep what?
No.
Like, I want this and that. I have like dead ass like thought about. I'm like,
Bitch,
damn. I mean, I've decluttered so much, you're not gonna find nothing.
How would you
anymore.
feel? How would you feel if I passed and everyone's at the warehouse like, I want slime?
What the fuck?
I would expect my family to step in and be like, get the fuck out, bitch. I'm sorry, but what? Like, now y'all trying to take all my fucking slime now.
No, that's crazy.
See, so
no, that's insane.
I would think your family's got your
but
back.
That's business, right? Like, let's say you had slime in your bedroom, and they're like, I'm like, back the fuck up. You're not even allowed in her bedroom, first of all. I think only specific people are allowed.
I don't want my fucking family and friends up in my bedroom trying to declutter shit. Leave my shit alone and let my man take care of that.
I think, yes. I think, like, if it, like, if I were to go first before you, I wouldn't mind you going in my bedroom and going through my stuff.
I'm not gonna be okay.
Because I think I would know. I know that you would know.
I'm not gonna be in there like, ooh,
limits to.
She got the Tatcha moisturizer. I'm not gonna be out there like looking for shit. No,
I don't have the Tatcha moisturizer, girl.
I don't know, I'm just thinking randomly. I'm not gonna be like, oh, that viral tripod she just got for TikTok.
No. But I those are things I used to think about when I had a huge makeup collection.
See, but that's the thing. You gotta let your family step in. Like, cause I know damn right if people trying to go up in there and take your makeup, I'd be like, y'all, the fucking disrespect. Get the fuck out. Like,
no, I'm not saying my friends would.
No, I'm just saying anybody.
No, I know. I just want to put that out there. But I think
you gotta know your family's gonna back you
like
up.
People like, people love makeup. People, it's like, no. And I
wouldn't allow it, Myra.
Yeah, I know you wouldn't. But it's just,
I would not allow anyone to take any of your stuff, of your closet, nothing. There's no reason. Let it just, no. I think that there does come a time where eventually maybe you need to move the stuff out,
get rid of it.
Someone needs to occupy that space now. Maybe your kid is like, okay, like maybe it's time to put mom's things away. And maybe if that was your wish to, to give your clothes to some people, that's fine. But I think it's just crazy because it does happen where the moment you pass, like, all the families like going through your fucking purse and shit to see what to keep. That is beyond me.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's wild.
Anyways, we've been rambling today.
Like, beyond rambling.
We went from unpopular opinions to cadavers and just I don't know what.
Being displayed in Vegas. Oh my god,
that shit is crazy. It really is.
I don't know, girl.
The bodies exhibit.
Now you just got me thinking how I want to look for my funeral. Like,
so random, I know,
but
I don't want to. I could this whole thing about like funerals and stuff. I feel like I could go on forever because I'm like, do I want to be buried in a fancy outfit, or can you put me in fucking pajamas after the funeral? Like,
yeah,
take this makeup off, queen. Take off the makeup.
Can you bring those Neutrogena wipes and just wipe my face off for me, please?
Like,
but also, you don't know how sensitive your skin is and stuff.
But like some PJs afterwards, I don't know. I know it's not gonna matter. I know it's not gonna matter. It's not, but it's little shit, I don't know.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Anyways,
too much.
We have rambled today, Queen. But thanks so much for watching, you guys.
Yes. As always, if you're tuning in from Apple Podcasts, don't forget to rate and review. And if you're listening from YouTube or watching from YouTube, hey Queen, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe.
Thank you guys for watching. We love y'all, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.